Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Kami with you, and in today's video I wanted to film color in chat and talk about a little bit of the story of the book Song of Ice and Fire, and talk about TV series of Game of Thrones, and talk about House of the Dragon, the new series, the prequel to the Game of Thrones. So I thought the perfect background to be for that kind of theme would be coloring one of the pages that relates to these subjects. So I thought I'm gonna choose House of Targaryen Sigil coat of arms because of the premiere of the House of the Dragon. So I thought that's the perfect one. Also, I haven't completed this page. It's just me coloring this three-headed dragon as a background to what I'm going to say in this video, because this is my first color in chat, and I never done this before, and I don't know for how long I can talk, so I wanted to make this short and to see how it's gonna work for me. I love watching color in chat videos, or in gaming community, just listening to what the other person's saying and then coloring in the same time. I love to do that, so I thought to try this out as well, since I love myself listening to this kind of YouTube videos. So yeah, if you haven't watched a Game of Thrones or read A Song of Ice and Fire, you are not watching House of the Dragon probably. There will be some spoilers in this video. I'm gonna talk about the ending of Game of Thrones and what I think about the characters, their development, and so on. So if you don't mind the spoilers, then it's okay. Keep on doing what you're doing, either coloring and cooking or anything. I hope the sound is loud enough so that even if you're doing something, you can hear me well. And yeah, so this is kind of chatty video. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. As I said, apologies if anything goes wrong. That's my first time. So I wasn't interested too much into Game of Thrones when it was premiered, I think in 2011, and I think until season 7, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched it. I think I started watching it in season 7 because of my colleagues keep talking about it, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing everywhere this movie, the news, the memes and everything. But when my colleagues started talking about it, I was like, what is this actually? Why is everyone all about this? So I decided to watch it, and I really hooked up when I watched the episode, the first one. So it was really interesting, and it's combines everything in one movie. You have the magic, you have the zombies, you have everything, the dragons and the knights, everything possible you can get in one movie. So all the monsters, you can say, and all the heroes in one TV series. That's amazing. It's also very genius of the author of the book Song of Ice and Fire, George R.R. Martin. So anyways, what I think about the Game of Thrones ending. Let's talk about the most critical one. So I thought there was a lot of room, as the author, the genius George Martin, he said he had the material that would be enough to until season 11 or 12 or something like that. So yeah, they could stretch it out, but the producers were so in a hurry to get on with the next project, and they messed up, I think, with season 7 and season 8. Although I love my favorite episode in season 7, which maybe later we'll talk about that. So yeah, I feel season 8 in general, the ending, the character development was really not good at the end. My favorite characters were Jon and Tyrion, Daenerys, right? So I was really kind of shocked at the end of the series when the Daenerys just gone mad and had to burn the whole King's Landing, those innocent people. I mean, at least the kids think about the children. I don't know what's wrong when it went wrong. Maybe season 5, season 6. I don't know really. So I was like really disappointed what happened with the madness of Daenerys. Okay, but I can still understand her why she went mad, because she was kind of if you read the books, I think you can relate to that she's been every time betrayed, she's been every time surrounded sometimes by people who love her, and in the same time she didn't have the love of her parents, her brother Rhaegal, and the Viserys every time abusing her. She didn't have that happy childhood, so that's understandable. Now the Jon being smart, right? And yeah, of course he didn't know most of the time many things, but still, like, he knew. If you read the books, you know that Sansa, she's like if you tell her something, she's gonna spread it everywhere. Everyone would know. So knowing that fact, that Jon, I don't know if he knew that fact in the series. I don't remember that if they mentioned that. So in the book they mentioned, don't tell Sansa, like, just don't tell Sansa anything. And even despite that Dany asks him not to tell who he really is, right? Not to tell his sisters, he goes and he tells them anyways. And I don't know why he tells that. I don't see the point of that. Maybe you could comment down below why he did that, why he had to. I mean, yeah, maybe if he wants to take the throne, maybe you should announce that. But he knew his sister Sansa, especially, she doesn't keep his secrets, especially, I mean, if she can use it in her own benefit, like in the books, in the TV series. I think they didn't show that, but in the book, she literally goes to Cersei Lannister and tells that her father is planning to send them back home by ship. And after a few hours, this all chaos happens in the King's Landing. Because Cersei now knows what Eddard is planning, and thanks to Sansa for her telling that to Cersei. So yeah, maybe I am too much of critical, but this is my personal opinion. Jon knew that, and he anyways goes and tells her. That's where everything went wrong. I don't know if he's gonna do that in the books, because after season 5, I think the books hasn't come out yet. So I think the coming up is Winds of Winter, and then one more. Anyways, I don't know if in the books he tells that to his sister, but that leads to many things happening. Like Varys is going to be burned by dragon, it's one gone, another betrayal for the Dany, and so on. I think majority of us, we didn't like how it ended, how the show in general developed too fast. I think even if George R.R. Martin would decide to burn the King's Landing, I think we will get to know that more on we will have some character development in the books, I believe. We will understand more why Dany went mad. Maybe Daenerys will decide not to burn the King's Landing. We don't know. We'll have to wait for the books to come out, and I am waiting, really. I am so interested. I'm excited about Winds of Winter and the next book. So yeah, I'm hoping she will not burn the King's Landing. I can't blame Sansa for being Sansa, because she's just a teenager girl. She's a kid, Also, she trusted Cersei Lannister a lot. At the time, she didn't think that it would cost her family. So I can't blame her. Yes, I am critical of her, but not as much as of the Jon, because Jon, he knew her, he knew she's gonna tell. I kind of blame Jon about all this chaos, what happened in season 8. because he didn't have to say that. But again, if he didn't say that, we wouldn't have here season 8. We would maybe have like season 12 or 13 by now, probably, I'm thinking. But again, what happened is what happened. Now let's talk about House of the Dragon, the new one, the prequel, which I have a big hopes for, and I really want these TV series to succeed. Again, I'm gonna give some spoilers. The Dance of the Dragons didn't end well as well for the princess, so I don't know how they're gonna make it in the TV series, if she's gonna end up the same way how she ended up in the books. Actually, many it was bloody civil war actually in that book. Not only the princess was hurt, many others as well. They just literally hurt each other in this period of time. Yeah, I think we're gonna see the downfall of Targaryens in these. Well, I'm just assuming according to the book, it could end differently. We don't know. Anything is possible. But I am still up for it because of the visuals, because of the actors, because of all the conversation, because I don't think we watch the TV series just to get satisfied with the ending or to agree with it. We watch it for entertainment, so why not? Let it end the way that we don't want it and still enjoy it. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I know it can drive us upset sometimes or mad, but whatever. I'm going to watch it, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm going to color more pages from this book, from Game of Thrones, and also from the HBO Game of Thrones. I hope that one is much bigger, but I'm gonna talk about that one maybe if this one goes well and I'm happy with the result of this video. I'm still gonna chat a little bit about the plans for this book. Yeah, so I only colored one page in this book. It was the Melisandre, and I have another copy of this book in the UK edition. So yeah, I will color more in this one. This is the US version. I will try to finish the sigils. I think House of the Dragon gonna be going on until the end of October, if I'm not mistaken. So I decided to color in my Game of Thrones coloring books. So I'm gonna put this goal in front of me, so until October, and maybe I'll continue because I'm really inspired right now by the theme and by what's going on, and I'm like feeling I am ready to color this sigils. I had this book since long time, and I have similar books to this as well, like Outlander and Throne of Glass, although I colored more in Throne of Glass. And Outlander, I'm still keeping it on hold, to be honest. I feel like I want to watch the series and color it along, that gives me inspiration to color. Watching the Outlander, those beautiful the nature, the landscape, I love that culture and so on. So I guess I'm not gonna go in my Outlander coloring book, but gonna stick with my Game of Thrones official one, and by the one by the HBO, which is more related to TV series, and the one I'm coloring right now is related to the books actually. So yeah, you might find differences in the illustrations, but I love them all, to be honest. Now I'm coloring here just randomly, choosing the colors, just experimenting with different pencils, and I applied this Posca here and I don't like it, so I removed it, and then I applied it again. I think I'm gonna remove it again. So if this goes well for me, the coloring page as well, I'm gonna color the rest of the heads and the body. So I don't know about the body of the dragon. Maybe I'm gonna film it, maybe not, because if I'm going to if I'm gonna upload every minute of coloring of these, it's gonna be hours and hours and hours, and I don't know if anybody needs that, if anybody wants to watch hours of coloring videos, because me personally, I love, as I said, listening and coloring. I'm not into podcasts, but I love YouTube chat videos. So yeah, I'm sorry for being a bit critical of the TV series. Maybe you have a different opinion than me. Maybe you liked how it ended. Maybe I'm just still, I need to grow to understand to it. But I think majority of us, we were really upset about the ending of the season 8, and we are hoping really, I think, to see something more of a House of the Dragon. And people, I think they don't mind watching 10 years of the TV series. I mean, there are some TV series that lasted 10 years. So especially with these visuals and so on, and people, there is demand for this. So I hope they're gonna take it slowly, and they're not going to rush it, and they're gonna give us good character development. So I hope so. Yeah, and I guess that's all. I mentioned what my plans are for the next coming month until the series ends, and then we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and I'm gonna, if I'm happy with this color in chat, I'm gonna make more episode of this, because to be honest, as I said, it takes really, really long time for me, and my MacBook Pro is kind of old, and it doesn't have that much space, and it gets hot when I'm editing on iMovie, because I edit my movies, because I edit my videos on iMovie. I am satisfied with the iMovie. The only issue I have that my laptop gets hot, a lot hot, especially if I have to, pause or something. If it doesn't, if it's not playing on iMovie, it start getting hot and hot and hot, and the sound is really loud of the fans. So cooler sound get increased, and I really don't want to break my laptop. Then I wouldn't be able to edit the videos, because my phone is also can't edit much big videos. So maximum I can work on 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours. I don't think I can make it work until 2 hours. So that's the reason you see me mostly making speed coloring videos, or I'm coloring partially. So I don't know how I should act next. Should I make it longer videos, if anyone want to watch step by step the whole video, or speed coloring is enough? So yeah, if you're watching till this moment and not bored yet, let me know please in the comments. What would you like to see, or what's your favorite type of videos on YouTube? I would really appreciate that, because it's gonna help me also to make a quality content that useful to everyone. And I love, to be honest, I love making videos. It's my passion, even though it takes time from my colorings, because if I color a few hours, right, then I have to edit at least couple of hours, at least minimum. It takes me at least 2 to 3 hours to edit one short video. So that's why your suggestion would be really, really appreciated. And again, I want to thank everyone who's subscribed, who's liking this video. Thank you so much. And thanks so much to all who's leaving kind comments. Thanks so much for your support. And yeah, I hope we'll have another episode of this kind of videos